What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and in this video I would like to do some October analysis for Bitcoin throughout its history. I would like to go over every October that we've had in every single bull market, just the bull markets, right? I know a lot of us have seen those charts where it's like a graph, a grid, and it shows you all the last like 10 Octobers in a row, which ones are green, which ones are red, or whatever. But I think looking at it in this light is a little bit more interesting. I don't know. It's a little bit more revealing of what we have to look forward to here, okay? We're going to go back to 2012, right? Reason being is that this was the first halving was in 2012. It was November, right? And every subsequent October after this was green. This October, however, was the only October that we're going to go over that is red. That was red. From the start to the finish, you actually closed down. Notice how the months leading up to this were very bullish. You also had the halving afterwards. So you had a little lull, that pre-halving, post-halving lull. That happens every single cycle. That was the first. So I think we have a little bit of a mulligan there. The next cycle, bullish, absolutely undeniable. From the start to the finish of the month, start here to the finish, the very first week you dropped down and then you moved up going into the rest of the month. How much did you grow? From a low to a high. Overall, you saw 112% growth. We're probably not going to get that this month. Here, next one, and again, I'm not taking the Octobers in the bear markets, just the bull markets. You'll find that not a single one of them, 43% pump there, not a single one of these was red. Not a single one. 24%. As long as we're just measuring the bull market, from the low of the month to the high of the month. 107%. Oh, I guess that was on the 30th, so maybe it's more like here, 67%. Still phenomenal. And end of cycle growth too, right? Notice how October, November, December, all three of those months are very, very bullish right there. This one was in the midst of a bull market. And even last cycle, during the COVID pandemic, which this is actually before the pandemic, to be fair. We just had we had a lot of negative things going on as far as the economy is concerned back in this time, but especially after COVID. But we had a very long lull. It was prolonged by COVID. Even in that, we still had a bullish October. From a low point of the month to the high point of the month, we had a 36% growth overall. That following one, even in the depths, even after COVID, we had a 53% pump going into that October. From here, from a low to a high, 64% pump in that October. The beginning of this cycle, September 2023, going to October, from a low to the high, we had about a 30% pump there. And then here, from a low to a high, last October, we had about a 24% pump. And remember, last October, we started off moving down. We moved down first, then we moved up. Typically, we don't do that. Typically, you don't move down first. But the last two Octobers in a row, we moved down first. So maybe this October, we don't move down first. And I mean, obviously, we're not. We're up 6% already. But it's pretty infallible. Every single October since 2012 in a bull market has provided growth at a minimum standard of 24% at a maximum of 112. 24%. If we were to grow, let's say a minimum of like 24 to 32%, because that's what we did the last two Octobers. And let's just say, from this week, sure, we can start there. That put us at 140K to 147K by the end of this month of October. I don't know about you guys. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. I don't know about you, but if you notice something throughout this whole history of Bitcoin, the end of the cycle always has the bigger moves. The bigger moves. The bigger moves. We're probably at the end of the cycle. Not here, not this month, not next month, not even the following month, but we're in that last year of the cycle, undoubtedly. And this October is probably the last October of the cycle. Probably. Can we agree on that? The last October of the cycle is going to be a weak one, 24 to 30%? I don't think so. No, we're probably going higher. We'll probably be at $180,000 by the end of this month. You can take that to the bank, baby. We're going to 180K by the end of the month. Another thing here, actually, before we move on. Again, going back to this idea here. The only red October that we had was when we were pumping going into it already. Okay. Here we were chilling beforehand. We consolidated beforehand. Here we're coming out of the end of the bear market. Here we consolidated beforehand. Here we consolidated beforehand. Here we consolidated. We moved down beforehand. We had a positive one. Here, same thing. Here, same thing. Here, same thing. Here, same thing. Here, same, right? Same. It's not different. It's the exact same. We're moving up. It's going to be fantastic, you guys. October, I predict by the end of this month, and this is my end of month prediction, genuinely. I'm looking you in the face right now. I believe that by the end of this month of October, okay, it's the second day now as of the charts, we've got a full month ahead of us. Halloween. If not on Halloween or the week of Halloween, we will see Bitcoin at a $180,000 valuation as far as the price goes. That's what I think is going to happen. Sorry, not 180,000 valuation. That'd be like the market cap. Is that the same? If you say 180,000 valuation, does that just mean the market cap, or could that be the price? We're going to see the price at 180K. The market cap at that point would be like what? Like almost $4 trillion for Bitcoin. Crazy stuff, you guys. 2 trillion at 100K. 180K then it would be like what? 3.8 billion? 3.8 trillion maybe? Something like that around there. Anyways, crazy stuff. That's the valuation. That's the price. Hit the like button, subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Take care of yourselves. Happy October. Happy Bulltober, everybody. I think we're going to get frisky. By the way, again, I actually ended off one of my Bitcoin videos the same way as I want to end off this one. If anybody's counting on this CME gap to fill, you're screwed. You're boned. You're going to get left behind. You're going to be just like these people here who are waiting for this CME gap to be filled. You're going to be just like these people here who are waiting for the CME gap to be filled. You're going to be just like these people here. Do you get the point? Do you understand the message? Do you see what I'm saying? I'd rather that we all sing Kumbaya instead of trying to yell at each other saying, no, the CME gap is not going to fill. Yes, it is. You just got to wait. It's going to fill. All these little pullbacks are not going to do you justice, guys. They're not going to help you at all. Bear Jesus has abandoned you. Bull God has come to play, and we are ascending to the heavens. We're taking the bears by the tails, guys. What's crazy is the liquidation levels here. We look at the past day, past 24 hours. You guys, there's been more short. We just piled on like $300 million in shorts by moving down like $300, $400. That's sad. People are trying to time this. They're itching. They're chomping at the bit, man. Don't short. Stay away from it. Hit the like button. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.